law firm right now.
All right, long before Harry Potter and Quidditch, brooms were cool if you were a curler. Tony's finding that out today at the Fox6 Curling Club.
Good morning. It's cold in here. Holy moly, it's cold. This is curling. We heard that there was a curling club here in Wauwatosa, and it's winter. And I thought, hey, I'll try my hand at it. Maybe I'll do so well they'll want me on the team. They're doing a little practicing right now. There's a lot going on here. Curling, obviously, you throw this big stone down the ice. Use the brushes. But let's learn really about what this sport is all about. Scott Matches with the Tosa Curling Club. Thanks for having us this morning.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Now, can you explain, first of all, what this is? We can walk this way as we're going on here. What is the point of the game? What is the object of the game? People see this in the Olympics.
You bet. So good question. So the game of curling is divided up into segments called ends, and you can consider an end to be very similar to an inning in baseball.
Okay.
And in an end, each of the two teams, which is consisting of 4 people each, is going to throw 8 rocks between the 4 players.
And that's what the things are. They're called rocks?
They're called rocks or stones. They're made of granite.
Okay.
And once each team throws all 8 rocks, we take a look at how the rocks are lying in the rings, and then determine who's going to score. And only one team scores in curling in an end, and it's the team that's closest to the center.
Okay, so the goal is really just to get it in, it's like a bullseye. You're trying to hit the bullseye in the center.
You're trying to hit the bullseye. Now, strategy-wise, we don't always try to hit the bullseye right away. We want to wind up near the bullseye by the end. We don't necessarily try to get there right away. So what this team is doing is setting up their rocks in a position where by the completion of the end, they're going to be in a good position to score. And right now, the yellow team seems to be in a pretty good spot. They have the rock that's closest to the center, and they have another rock that's in a pretty good position. So,
so all of these are theirs, right?
Yep.
Sorry, all the stones are theirs.
All the stones that are yellow are for one team, and then red, the team that's throwing red rocks is playing against the team that's throwing yellow rocks.
Okay. So
each team will throw 8 of each.
Okay, so you're basically just knocking each other out of position and just still trying to get that center spot.
You bet.
Or as close to the center as possible.
Yep.
Now, is this a cool sport?
This is a way cool sport.
You see it. You see people on TV. You see that. Like I've seen it in the Olympics, which most people have. Yeah. You know, and you kind of think that doesn't look very fun, but these guys are like, I think this is pretty cool.
No, they're having a blast, I can tell you that, and there's a couple of things that make it a great sport. Number one, it's a winter sport, and there's not many of those in a climate like this.
Uh-huh.
And then the second thing we always point out, it's a lifetime sport. We have curlers that start as early.
There's a lot of shouting.
Yeah, there's a lot of shouting. We're going to tell you about that later, but there's... It's a lifetime sport where people can start as early as 10 or 12 years old, and they can play right through into their 80s. And we've got people at both ends of their spectrum, and they love curling just the same, regardless of age.
Okay,
so
what about the brooms? What's the purpose of the guys?
Yep, we get that question a lot too. And we sweep a rock.
You sweep.
Here's a brush. And we'll sweep a rock to make the rock go straighter or further than it would if we did not sweep it.
This is kind of like a Swiffer. Almost.
It's similar enough. You're right.
Would your Swiffer work if you were out of
Not as well as this. This is a synthetic nylon head that's made specifically for curling and a light handle. So he has another kind of brush, which is a hair head.
A hair head. Okay.
And the brush that he has is going to clear the debris and frost a little better, whereas this rock's going to make it go a little further than he can do with his brush. But you'll see both kinds on any game.
And this ice, because I'm gathering that you have to use these because this ice is not smooth ice like figure skaters skate on.
That's right.
This has got like a texture to the top.
Yeah, we call it pebble, and we prepare the ice with the pebble before we curl in any game, and that's what enables the rock to go as far as it does and to curl like it does.
Okay, can I try the brushing?
Yes, you can.
I don't really know how this works. Am I just like?
Do you want me to hold the mic?
No.
Okay.
I'm a good reporter. I can do both.
You can do both. All right, we'll give it a whirl.
Sweep it. Okay. This is what I'm doing. Oh my God. Oh, all the way. Oh my God.
All the way.
I'm trying. Oh gosh.
All right.
What are we doing? I don't even know.
Come on, Tony. Get it there.
Stones. Stones. Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Look at that. Almost there, but not quite. Now with that,
I would call this perfect. So you were able to sweep this rock so that the yellow rock moved far enough away that your red rock is now the counter because it's closest to the middle.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be a little difficult for them to remove this because you've got this one sitting here. So I would say that you swept that brilliantly.
Okay, the sweeping's cool. But launching, is that what do you call it? When you send off the stone?
Oh, just throwing.
They're gonna let me launch one. I'm gonna call it launching today. They're gonna let me launch one down the ice coming up in just a little bit. So we'll see if I can do what she's doing down there. I don't know how good this is gonna be, but it'll certainly be funny.
Yeah, this is cool.
That's a
I
lot
like
fun.
this. And you never know this existed. By the way, it's we're at Hart Park. That's where this is. Curling rink, Hart Park in Tosa. Who knew?
Who knew?
You do now.
Now you do, because of real Milwaukee.
You do now.
Thank you, Tony.
We'll check back in a bit. Of course.